Well, good morning and welcome everybody. I hope you'll join me in also welcoming the newest member of the Sacramento Kings, Aaron Brooks, who came in yesterday and signed his contract and passed his physical, and we're really excited to have him join the team. Brings great quickness and speed and ability to score the ball in a variety of ways, and had some very productive years in Houston, and is returning to the NBA after a 5-month sojourn to China during the lockout. And we had a really enjoyable dinner last night with his wife Siobhan and his daughter Micah down at one of our local restaurants, and I think you'll find him to be a very enjoyable and straightforward young man. So really great day for the Kings, and really excited to have Aaron here.
Thank you. Some nice words. I just want to say I'm happy to be here. It's been a while since I played in the NBA, it feels like, and I'm just eager to get back to it. The Kings organization is a great organization. The team is very talented, and as I was making my decision, I was looking for a team that liked to play the way I like to play, and that's get up and down. Had a good big man and great guards, and a team that's just up and coming. So I'm glad to be here, happy to be a part of the team, and hopefully we can get it all together and figure it all out, and make a playoff run or make it to the playoffs. So like I said, I'm happy to be here and ready to work. Everybody seems eager to get to the playoffs, so it's a wonderful opportunity, and I appreciate them for signing me.
Coach Smart really always has some type of recipe for the players that's coming in. I know you spoke with him. What does he say about you being a new addition to the team?
Just adds to the depth of the Kings. There's a lot of guards. Post players, we have pretty much all the ingredients to be a good team, but just putting it all together, be able to come out teams in waves and, play everybody, and, everybody gets consistent minutes and stuff. So, he has his work cut out for us putting everything together, but I like the team, at least on paper. So if we get it together, it'll be a pretty good team.
Have you talked to Marcus Cousins?
No, I haven't talked to anybody yet. No, I talked to Isaiah, another Seattle guy, and he's ready to work. It's going to be a lot of competition in practice, and I think that just makes for a good team. So, in Houston we had a lot of battles, and that made us a better team, and we went to the playoffs and had a good run. So, that's going to be the same thing here. People's going to be working, and hopefully we can do a lot better.
Aaron, is it your mindset that you come in as a starter now at point guard? How do you look at that in terms of the competition?
It's competition. Isaiah had a great year, even though I didn't see the games. Tyreek's a great player. Competition, just becoming a better player. You're going to get in practice, you're going to work, you get out to the games, you do what you're supposed to, you'll play. And, that's the way I'm looking at it. Just want to do whatever I can and play the best I can play, and, help this team to win.
What was it like for you last year being in China and not being able to play once the lockout got resolved?
It was difficult to watch, difficult to watch the NBA season going. You're not a part of it. But, it made me appreciate the game a lot more. I didn't have a bad experience over there. My teammates over there was cool, and I still communicate with some of them over there. Most of them are playing in London right now. But, it was a good experience. Traveling was a little bit difficult. I'm looking forward to the charter flights to get him, but I had a good time. It was a good experience. I'm glad to be home.
Jeff, it seems like Aaron's a kid that you've wanted for a while now. What is it about Aaron that's had him on your wish list for so long?
Well, I think going back to his draft, we were really interested in Aaron, and he had worked out here, and we actually had tried to thought we were requiring a pick earlier than where he was picked in order to take him, but it didn't work out then, but it's worked out now, and I think that just his overall ability to score the ball, to be an attacker. He can play point. He can play off the ball as well. And I think he'll bring, and he's a long-range threat out there. So I think he'll bring us an additional dimension in terms of being matched with some of our other players, and certainly can play the up-tempo type of game that Keith wants to play. And so really looking forward to getting the whole group on the floor here in another couple months, and we'll go from there.
Aaron, Isaiah is running a team-run minicamp coming up. Are you going to be able to make it down for that?
Of course, yeah, definitely. He texted me, that's the first thing he says. They was having congratulations, welcome to the team. Then he said that they're having a mini camp. So being a free agent, you don't really do too much 5-on-5 stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting back to playing 5-on-5 and getting up and down with the guys.
Aaron, when you came available July 1st, how many calls, when did you start receiving calls? How many people did you approach by?
I don't receive calls. my agent receives the calls, and I ask him, unless it's serious calls, don't call me. So, we got a couple offers. I felt like this was the best place to be. Plus, you want to be somewhere where they want you, and I felt like Sacramento has always showed interest. And when I was being drafted, and during trade deadlines, there's always talks of Sacramento might be in a place. You always want to be somewhere where someone wants you and you feel like you're needed. So, it's a pretty easy decision.
Aaron, that season that you spent in China, did you benefit off that? Probably was over there able to work on some of the skill sets?
Yeah, I work on passing, a little bit more. We had about 5 national team players, and we had to cater to their egos a little bit, and make sure they get the ball in the right places, and it made me a better all-around player. But them guys are pretty good, and coming here playing with other good guys makes it a lot easier.
Even though you played last year in China, do you feel like you have to get into the NBA shape?
I just had to get in shape again. I've been running on the track and doing a little hot yoga and stuff. So I think I'm in shape. It's been a while though. It's been a year and a half almost since I played. So in the NBA, but it's like riding a bike. I think once you get your feet wet, you'll be all right.
Any other questions? All right, we'll do this one.
Okay.